A man once came to our team carrying a folder for each of his rental properties. He had spent decades building them one at a time. They represented his retirement, his children's future, and thousands of weekends spent repairing roofs and replacing appliances. Then a tenant threatened to sue him. He wanted to know whether we could move the properties into new entities or a protective trust immediately before the tenant filed anything. He assumed asset protection worked like locking a door after hearing someone on the porch. Unfortunately, it does not. Once a real claim or credible threat exists, the law prohibits moving property beyond a creditor's reach. That is a fraudulent transfer. Asset protection must be completed before trouble appears, not after an obligation has arisen. Had the owner planned earlier, he might have considered a coordinated structure using appropriately maintained LLCs, insurance, and estate planning tools. Different properties might have been separated so that one incident did not automatically expose everything he had built. The exact strategy would have depended on his circumstances, but he would have had options. By the time he sought help, many of those options were no longer safely available. Every property and personal asset had to be evaluated in light of the threatened claim. The saddest part was that he had not ignored planning because he was careless. He simply believed he could address it when a problem appeared. That belief is common and costly. Good asset protection is usually quiet. It happens when there is no emergency. When a new property is purchased, a business begins operating, insurance is reviewed, or an estate plan is updated, it requires proper documentation and ongoing maintenance, not a last-minute transfer. If you own rental property, a business, or other assets that create liability, do not wait for a demand letter to learn how everything is connected. Review the ownership, insurance, contracts, and estate plan now. You cannot predict every lawsuit, but with early, lawful planning, you can avoid allowing one unexpected event to threaten everything you worked a lifetime to build.